the child, Ajoke, right from birth. He will lock her up in a room for months. I'm not telling you weeks, months.
She's his actual daughter.
Ajoke was bold enough to confront him. I see her as a hero. She was brave.
TB Joshua told me every 2,000 years, God sends a savior, that he is the next person in line now.
The message about Ajoke was that she had terrible evil spirits that needed to be driven out. I don't think he wanted anyone to know who she was.
I stared myself in the mirror a lot of times, and maybe I do look like him, maybe. For as long as I can remember, I have been raised as TB Joshua's daughter. My existence as a child from another mother undermined everything he claimed to stand for.
He hated her, and he punished her for being born. Her existence was probably the biggest threat to his reputation.
I feel like, you know what, maybe I really don't deserve to be alive.
There was a time in the disciples' meetings, he said that people could beat her. Anyone in the female dormitory could just hit her, and I saw people just walking in, just slapping her as they walked past.
There was a particular time that I was very tired.
So he started like shouting at her to get up, to get up, to get up. And there was another disciple there who basically took her and took her to the shower and whipped her with an electrical cord and then turned the hot water on.
Put my head right on the hot water. I was screaming at the top of my voice, and he just let the water run on my head for a very long time. We're talking about years and years of abuse, consistent abuse, abuse that wasn't ending.
What's her fault? What has that girl done? It pains me. She was still very young that time. Can you imagine how heartless we were?
Things like that, it's scary to talk about. It's really shameful. Like that, I witnessed that and I didn't do anything to help her. He took people who were good, caring, kind, lovely people, and he turned them into monsters.
He designed a system for deceiving all of us disciples.
He would always ask you, when you come, did anybody see you? You'd be like, no, sir. Then he would rape me again. It was a process, a very nasty cycle.
A lot of women were being abused by this man. I had no idea. I thought I was the only one.
I didn't know that that thing had happened to anybody else.
The God I was introduced to is evil. He's diabolic because this is the same God that would sleep with us. This is the same God that would beat us up. This is the same God that would manipulate us. You have no idea of what I went through.
These are children of 16, 17 years. He kept all of us in slavery. Total, absolute slavery.
Too many people were saying the same thing. Accounts firsthand of people who had experienced sexual abuse.
She got to know who he was. And she could not manage it quietly. She escalated it.
I couldn't take it anymore. I walked directly into his office and I went off. I shouted at the top of my voice, "Why are you doing all of this? Why are you hurting all of these women?" I had lost every iota of fear for this man. He tried to, stare me down, but I was looking at his eyes.
He was the first person that started hitting her. Then other people joined. Even as much as they were hitting her, beating her, she was still saying the same thing she was saying. She said it plainly to him.
The disciples dragged me out of the office. I was put in a room totally isolated from the rest of the church. My dad, he had fear, constant fear. He was very afraid that someone would speak up, could turn around and make him answer to those things that he had done. I wonder how I lived through that time, because they were hitting me with belts, chains. I couldn't even stand up for days after this beating. I couldn't take a shower. He was trying so hard to stop people from listening to me.
This child could see what we couldn't see and wouldn't yield to the lies and was punished for it.
What matters to him was his reputation. And he's ready to sacrifice anyone just to keep that name, even his own daughter.
Every day, the beatings were not ceasing.
She was sent on the street as a beggar. And her dad is a multi-millionaire. And this is the same person that will come out on TV doing charity, giving people bag of rice. You know how it is to survive in the street of Lagos? It was as good as she was given a death sentence. He never loved people. He never cared for people. He was just an opportunist feeding on vulnerable young people.
I go through my days where I'm at my lowest point, and honestly, I just want more peace, like tranquility, stability.
I lost everything, my home, my family. But for me, it comes down to the truth. And for as long as there is breath in me, I'll defend that until the very end.
I think I will begin to introduce the Ajoke here to you. Ajoke, stand up. So that you can come together, see what you can do, your prayer, and help, okay? With little way. Before now, I thought it's a thing that I can call her in the office, and that I think there's need. It's such a surprise thing. I know many of you might have known. She has that, what we call, influence on the people. And it doesn't influence little people, BB people that matter. Let me just take it in a brief. To the extent that 2 months ago, I have to call the commissioner of police. They should trace his file. And they brought the file to me. And there's a letter in respect that I should return him. And I hold on the letter. I will show you the letter now. Because they too feel for me that so much I have given to this one. No, they should put him where she belongs. In the British school, there's a letter there from the school, which this girl duped. He stole money. Can you bring the letter? Let us see, one by one. put the letter one by one. Look for the letter. This is his letter that he agreed that he stole it. Okay. Give me the mic.
So this one says, letter of plea. I, Ajoke Joshua, is hereby admitting that I stole the sum of 41,000 CFA francs from... This was a very criminal act, and also something that should have never been done at all in the first place. I was tempted by the money, and I do not have any idea of what prompted me to do this. I am so sorry, and I promise that in my whole entire life, this will never happen again. Please do not suspend me. I am sincerely sorry. Ajoke, God's will, Joshua.
There's more other letter there. Apart from that, you come on.
This one says, Ajoke, God's will, Joshua. Dear school board, this is Ajoke, God's will, Joshua, writing to you again. I just want to say that I am sorry in sincerity and humility of mind. Please find a place in your heart to forgive me. I would like to plead my case to be treated calmly. I would please like my case to be treated calmly, although I know that I pulled myself into this drowning mud. Kindly forgive me and do not let my parents know about this.
It's a different one.
It says, to Prophet TB Joshua, the synagogue, Lagos. We wish to bring to your notice formally this incident of theft perpetrated by Ajoke, God's will, Joshua, here in school. The school management has dealt with it by giving her a suspension and consequently her being put in isolation. It is a 3 school days suspension, and she is allowed no visitors except her house parents or form tutor who will give her some classwork to do. We wish to assure you of our desire to keep her in school and to help her in various ways to reform and change her for the better. We are of the opinion that taking her out of the school to another place could rather compound the situation and allow this habit to go on. But being in one place, getting the needed help from counselors, both spiritual and temporal, would be a great extent about the needed results. We acknowledge the fear you have of your name being tarnished, but this we assure you once again, it is being cautioned and we would not allow it to spill over. We've spoken to your delegation and given them a copy of the letter of plea, as well as the statement of acceptance of wrongdoing written by her, which clearly indicates her being sorrowful for the situation she has created and her remorse for it. We will continue to support you in every way possible and be grateful for vice versa. God bless you. Gareth Jones on behalf of the academic team.
You listen to that? You listen to that?
Ajoke, God's will, an undertaking. This undertaking is to soberly express my grief concerning
That
the
is
recent...
the second undertaking in the same school. Second undertaking, don't worry. So after they wrote this letter to me, to them, because nobody ever know, they thought it's my biological child. I now show them the day we found her. This is a letter from the police, from the government. When she was a baby, I took her to the police station, and they were telling me, please, why can't you take care of this? Nobody will be able to take care, adopt her. And I find this little, let her live with us. And the video, when she was a baby, the very day, was recorded. Fanny, tell them what the teacher said. Chebi, you follow them to school?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when you people showed them the document.
Yes, sir. The whole board of teachers were there, and we played the video for them out. They were very surprised because they said to themselves that how can the blood of man of God can be doing such thing in the school? They were perplexed. But when they saw the video, they said, wow, now we understand why this lady is behaving like this. She's not part of man of God's family.
Yes. But you can't do Navigi. What a lady. I can't wait to have it. Only one for
nígbà rí àwọn olùgbọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pariwo tí wọ́n ní pariwo wá gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn pé bóyá àwọn olùgbọ́n gbá ìta lọ́wọ́ gbé lọ títí àwọn èèyàn ti gbàgbà tó kò sẹ́ni nǹkan ta ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá pariwo káàkiri ní abá gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn ìpayà láti àbí wọn ti gbé káàkiri lọ tọ́jú ẹ̀ pé àwọn wá sí. ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni wọ́n tẹ̀sí pẹ̀lú ọ̀jẹ̀ ìlú bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n láti sàfì ọmọ yẹn
Since over 1 year now, Ajoke has been a terrible thing. 3 weeks now, they want to take her back to the orphanage home. But they have taken her name, the photocopy of document they have taken it. I say no, they should. I think let him show you the letter.
Office of the Divisional Police Officer, Nigerian Police, Ekuonaba Police Station. To Prophet T.B. Joshua, Synagogue Church of All Nations, Ekuonaba Egbe, Lagos State. Sir, the release of an abandoned child. With reference to police extract from Station Diary number 928, dated 17th of March 2000, I wish to officially request that the abandoned baby be released to the government. Thanks. CSP Akike Austin's Divisional Police Officer, Ekuonaba, Lagos. Office of the Divisional Police Officer, the Nigerian Police, Idimu Division, Lagos State. Details of entry. Abandoned child. Mr. O.B. Salami M. of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, Ekuonaba Egbe, came to the station and reported that today, 12th of the 5th, 1995, at about 3:35 in the afternoon, while in the above church, his attention was drawn to come out and see a baby girl about 1 month old that was abandoned by an unknown person beside the street opposite the church. He further stated that on seeing the baby, he had to carry her to the station and lodge a report. Action. After hearing from the complainant and for the safety of the baby girl, it was decided at the charge room that the baby should be taken back to the church and that the church should assist by taking care of the baby and for proper upbringing. Sergeant Jeremiah Ibe, the Nigeria Police.
If not because I met this girl, I would have had thousands of adopted child. But I warn you, they are very dangerous. If I'm talking to you, let's say, if not, Ajoke is a blessing to my life. Why? If not because I met this lady, I would have adopted 1 million of them. Very. They will never be grateful to whatever you. Do you know what happened now? It's now destroying the disciple here. You know, what's the name of this boy? Loisy. Loisy called me from Ghana that he has to decided to go, sir. He was worried to go because Ajoke has destroyed him. He cannot say no to Ajoke. He doesn't know. Show them the diary he kept.
She also sent a text message to Loisin saying that she wants to marry him, she cannot sleep without him, she wants to have an affection, she always wants to have a romance with him, she wants to kiss him, that no matter what daddy says, she's ready to die for the boy.
The boy has left now. Can you call the boy on the phone and let them put it in the speaker so that you will listen to the boy? Hello? 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 Is that Loisy? Okay. I want you to speak about your relationship with Ajoke before you decided to leave. Please say it now and let him hear again. Speak.
Hello? Ajoke was just my friend, sir, until I came to Ghana. Then she started calling me, sir. Sir, until I came to Ghana, when she started sending me this. And when you called her, you told me everything, sir. Ajoke was meant to be my boyfriend, sir. Ajoke was just my friend, sir. Until I came to Ghana, she started sending me text message, sir.
What is the text message?
Sir.
What is the text message that she sent? You say again? said that she has sent text message that she wants to see him, that when he comes back, she's waiting for him.
Okay, read what's there. What is in the paper there?
Tomorrow is Loison's birthday, and trust me, I miss him a lot. My heart feels so sore, and I can't even sleep. I can't think straight. This feeling is really different. He is someone whose presence determines happiness to me. When I talk of presence, I mean relationship.
Okay, sorry. So this is the whole book about Loisy. Look, the whole book. You know Loisy? I finally withdrew this girl because of a daughter. That was final. After is okay. Tell us, were you in the school then, during the daughter? Yes.
Suddenly, she just became very, very close to his daughter, and the things spark up uproar in the house. Even the housemates were saying, "Is this a relationship or what?" They were very close. They move around together, talk together. They even find them in the room and closer together. And people started asking us that what kind of thing is going on. Even teachers started suspecting a relationship.
4 days ago, when the police came, they want to take her back to the orphanage home because it's their own. I decided, I said, please, I want her. And I have made all effort to change her. When I showed them this document, they said, man of God, it's only you that can do this. They are even they are very bitter now. Like the new commissioner of police that is there now is very bitter. Very, very bitter. He said, He said he wants our own daughter to go to the British school. He could not afford it. When I now say 3 times I pay money and the money waste, he said, wow. I should release her, let her go there. Go there. So this is the letter of release. I decided to keep the letter with me. And I showed her. She was crying. But suddenly now, last week, of recent, what used to happen in the female room, the stealing money. Anu own, I think he confessed is Anu. He confessed.
Yes, sir. That then she was going to a school here in Lagos, a very close school at Ekuonaba here. So she went to where my money was 20,000, and she took it to school. Within 2 days, the money was finished in school. So it was Florence that came and said the way she was spending money, look at a small boy and tell the boy, if you barb your hair, I'll pay you 2,000. And the boy went to barb his hair and Ajoke paid 2,000.
Okay, you followed them to school. But he confessed he's the one.
He confessed that she's the one.
When we went with her to our friends, because she gave most of our friends are boys, she normally give them, she can just look and say, if you finish this thing, I'll give you 5,000. So we went to, there was one side at Liasu side, we went to those boys, they are very rich people. When we got there, they said that Ajoke kept money with them. So she steals money in the house here, she just distributes it and keep it. So even though you search her bag, you will not get it.
Now, Bolaji $300 is missing. And Bolaji said to me personally that Ajoke took her money. Now, immediately I say, wow. Just when was that? This week? Huh?
This week, sir.
You see, let me tell you a story. She came to me he came to the church with her husband. I saw a young man, young boy, follow them. When they were sitting down, I said, allow your son to sit down. He said, no, they should go and stay at the vehicle. And I said, oh, is that your son? He said, He said, man of God. He said, this child, they adopted him. And they thought it can be his name is Kunle. He said, could you believe? When they started seeing that Kunle steal money here. Kunle steal, for God, look, it's an adopted one, please change the name. He never had any story about Ajoke, just a similar story. I was shocked. I said, He said, change the name. That is how we change the name and remove our name, so that it will not spoil a precious name. So then she was in the British school, and I will now relate my story. I say, oh, I have one little girl is in the British school now. Yeah? Where? They say, it's one of the richest in Nigeria. He said, you say what? British school? To do what? To work? No, to study. Ah! These people, you send her to British school to go and study. Oh, I wish you good luck. You're a man of God. Well, I know you're very strong. You tell us story tomorrow. Now, if I pick a corner, I say, that lady you talk about is stole money and this and that. I say, Chibi, have we told you? Huh? What he started doing now is the worst thing. Stealing is a small thing. Stealing. If you steal and you are not caught, you cost free, abi? But the one he now enter now, he has hooked that boy. The boy say he cannot come to Nigeria. The boy say he told her mom. The mom say, which at your age, an adopted child? Can you imagine? Going to that level is the worst thing. So now, in case you just find that Ajoke is back to where he come from, that's why I have to introduce him to you. That already the document is with me. So that you will not begin to say, what happened? Where is Ajoke? No, this is the document with me. If you have a lovely, so much heart, you can go to, orphanage home, you find him there, find her there. Whatever gift you give it to all of them, not only her. Joseph, what do you want to say? Because I still know you. You have
So I'm so surprised because many people here, they only saw Ajoke when she's already a big girl. For those of us who have been long here and saw her as a baby, and the love Daddy showed to this lady, no man will show such love to his biological child. So much. And Daddy has been trying a lot of scandal, a lot of bad reports from the school. Daddy will withdraw her from the school. Before a month or two, Daddy will send her back. They will send her home again. Daddy will send her back. I don't know. I'm surprised.
Know, I pay huge money, on $50,000. And at the time I withdraw her, I first withdraw her. They say they cannot return the money. I say, I overlook. I return her again. They say I should pay another money, $40,000 wasted. They say I should pay another money. I pay $30,000. Now I withdraw her again. I say, when you look at your background, you know what has happened to you. But I have a very rough background, my family, but I change because I want to make it in life. Okay, so you may be seated. Thank you. Sit down. Sit down, sit down. Well, okay, what's it again?
To God be the glory. To God be the glory for the great things He has done. To God be the glory for the grace He has given us, opportunity is giving us, mercy He has offered us, the fullness of joy He has given us. If not for God, where will we be today? I ask myself, if not for God. And that is why God has told the people of Israelites, that that they should not forget where they're coming from, so that they will not make mistakes of going back to Egypt. And they should also share it with their children and their children's children, so that those children and the children's children will know the power of God that saved his people. Okay? So today, I welcome you, Sister Tolu. I've greeted everyone. I know there are some internet rats here. We welcome you. We welcome you. Thank you for being here. As you come, I believe this will change your mindset. All right? This will change your mindset. And how do we start now? How do we start? Okay, let's start this way. My topic, drug lord TB Joshua. Many of you may be shocked, but you shouldn't be shocked. You know, the problem with many people is having idol. Yes, you have idol. You have gods, smaller gods. And you believe that these gods are infallible. You believe they are infallible. It is only God, the Spirit of God, Yeshua HaMashiach, that are infallible. If it's man behind the closed door, anything can happen. And we that lived with this guy behind me, many of you see it, but me, I address him, this guy, because I see him finish. Okay? Thank you, Brother Bongani. You're welcome. How are you? How's family? I hope light is getting better in South Africa, and also internet as well. We have gotten a new router. Don't let us praise it too much, but at least it's giving us what we want. I bless God that we didn't give up. You know me, I don't give up on things. You know, when I have a goal set before me, I don't give up on it. With the help of God, definitely we will get it right. So, as I was saying, I said, many of you'll be shocked with my title and this. I'm expecting Paul Agomo. If he can come, fine. But if he can't come, you know, I can tell my story. You understand? I don't need any validation. I don't need any collaboration with anybody. This is what I've been doing 15 years now. Yeah? 2008, 15 years now. And we thank the Lord specially that he has not given us, he has not allowed us to look back or to start feeling that we, having appetite for the onions and the garlics of Egypt. No way. No way, no way. Okay, thank God it's better. Yes, things will be getting better in Jesus' name. I remember that song that we usually sing. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. For the Lord is on the throne. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Yes, because the Lord is on the throne, things will continue to get better for all of us in Jesus' name. So as I was saying, many of you, you think, the old Joshua is what this lady is calling this guy. Yes. Many of you, you think maybe is insurmountable. Or you think maybe is, infallible. Or you think maybe, with all the things he has done, he did nothing. The only thing he did was to represent Satan and to bring destruction into the lives of many. I'm telling you, into the lives of many. I said drug lord Letibe Joshua. Many of you, you don't know that part, but we who lived there, who saw him, who heard him, who saw his interaction. I was speaking with Agomo like an hour ago. Yeah, maybe it's internet that is disturbing him. He's also complaining of his phone as well. Maybe that's what is disturbing him. If not, he will have been here. And he also told me some things that I didn't know. And I said, please don't bother to tell me. Just reserve your story for yourself. The one that I know, I would say. The one that you know, you say. Okay? So, since he's not here, let me just say my own part. Okay? Remember I told you, my book, the one you see on the screen, the first one. Yes, sorry, Vaseline. This one. Yes, Deception of the Age Unmasked. Yeah, Deception of the Age. We unmasked it in this book. This book is over 400 pages. And it's so tiny, tiny, tiny. The one on Amazon is a big book. Nobody could help me when I was writing it. I wrote it 2015. Okay? Nobody helped me. No money, nothing. I only used my own mind. The system I was using was not even working well. So when I was doing the measurements, I didn't know is that big. I've never written book before at that time. So I didn't know that the measurement I gave it was a big book because it has a lot of pages, okay? So until the time I printed it in Nigeria, that the printer was saying that, oh, that's big book, that's book of school children's exercise book or something. So he now put it at 6 to 9 here. But when they put it at 6 to 9, it's a big book, like 700 pages. So he had to, we come together, we say, okay, try and do something. So he reduced the fonts, but reducing the fonts didn't come out well. But anyway, we manage it, okay? Yes, we manage it, not too bad. So people who cannot see very well, they have to be reading it in the afternoon. You can't read it in the night. So you have to read it in the afternoon. So if you want to read it in the afternoon, you put it by where there is sun so that you can read it through. But I tell you, if you really want to know the truth on all this, what goes on behind the scene, you will strain your eyes, you will read it. And anyone who has gotten this, who got the one in Nigeria, okay? Because the font is really small. If you got the one in Nigeria, please contact me. I will give you free PDF as bonus. I will just give you as bonus. Yeshua Amashia, I greet you. You're welcome. So this was written 2015. You can imagine. Why some people will say, oh, why didn't you talk when he's alive? We spoke when he was still living, deceiving people from 2008. So this part, why I'm bringing it out, is that I was talking to somebody a few days back, and that person, this broadcast is going to be like a review of my book. You understand? So you remember the word of God say, where there are two witnesses, it means that that thing has been established. So this person just call me, contact me, you will hear the conversation. Okay? So, and this person started, converse with me. And out of all he said, because I have to bring that out, there are other things that he said. We will use it for other broadcasts. But this one concern, so that I will not waste your time, all right? Many of you have been saying that, oh, Bisola, make your broadcast 30 minutes. Sometimes it's not, by the time we get here and you are talking, I'm talking, we are commenting, we're enjoying one another's, fellowship. You don't know when the time just pass away. But let's just go straight to the point. So this person was just telling me exactly what's in my book. He has never read my book. He didn't even know I wrote a book. Yes, because I asked him. He said, did you write a book? I said, yes, I did. So let's just see how it goes. The first thing I will show you is the parts of it in my book. It's under the topic TB Joshua. Yes. Under the topic TB Joshua. Yes. Under that topic. Yeah. Is it even his own topic takes over 50 pages. You can imagine. Yes. His own topic takes over 50 pages. Chapter 16. So what I title is TB Joshua. His birth name, Abdul Fatai Temitope Balogun, aka Francis Temitope Balogun. There was a time he picked up a name, Francis, aka the man in the synagogue. Yes, if you go to square now, you will now see that there is one in the synagogue. There is the spirit of the one in the synagogue is there, buried there, and people are going there to worship him. Yes, they have a big picture of him raised up, knowing for you to know that it is not of God. It is not of God at all. It is of man. So I said, TB Joshua perfected the act of deception by tying the loose ends of his forerunner through daring visual manipulation. It was visual manipulation he used to brainwash the whole world. People love show. If you are going on the streets, let somebody just create a scene. You see that a lot of people, they will just stand. They will forget where they are going. They will forget why they are around there. All they do is to be watching the show. So this guy understands the psychology of man. They love show. So he built a big theater, a big cinema called the synagogue for them. So this is where people go to see shows. They go there to see shows. And after a while, you now have Emmanuel TV that is, relaying that show all around the world. Many people who have never met him, who have never spoken to him, they can die for him. They can die for his character. But it's a frontier, frontier. You take somebody on face value, you are gone. So he used that daring visual manipulation to brainwash people. and he used that to surpass all. It wasn't the first deceptor. It wasn't the first deceptor. But through that visual manipulation, he surpassed all those who had come before him, as he launched a localized magical game into a global theatrics acceptance. The result is fatal. The result is still resonating in the lives of many people today. It's still resonating, yeah. So in that chapter is what I want to show you. There are a lot of things. His school, when he went to, from his primary school, his house, I went to his village like 3 or 4 times. So I know his village, I know the house they born him, I know because of the how will I call it? Because of the because of what I handled for him. You understand? So for anybody to know so much, that person, he has seen that person and see that, oh, this person can be trusted, this person can be used. Not knowing that God was preparing me for a time like this. Because God knows, before I was born, he knew that I cannot keep secrets for Satan. All the things that I saw, I will tell you, so that you people, you'll be careful where you go to, who you trust. That's why we are saying this, not because we want to. We don't have time for Satan. Satan is already down. Okay? So even when he wanted to do his, he wanted to make a movie of himself. We went to his primary school. We know how much we paid the teacher and the headmistress. We know how we organize table, all these school children's table. And we wrote his name, Francis Temitope Joshua. So that we will use that as beginning of his time. We know what he told us, to make people to say on camera. You understand? So, we did all that. Okay, let's just go straight. And let me show you what I want to talk about. I've already opened my book. Okay, I just want to share some. Okay, drug dealers. This is a sub chapter. Okay, it's just sub inside the chapter of TB Joshua. I said I write this authoritatively because I hope you are seeing what I'm reading. Okay, yeah, I hope you can see it now. Because I was privy of how drug barons patronized TB Joshua while I was coordinating visitors. Please leave it on me. If what I'm saying is not true, leave it on me. I will one day stand before God and give accounts. Okay? So I do see and overheard discussions between some visitors and TB Joshua whenever they visit him, mostly on the evening of their departure to wherever they are transporting drugs to. These people must see Fatai, let me just use Fatai, to receive final prayer arrangements to be able to pass through security checkpoints at the international airport without being caught. Different set of men and women do patronize Fatai when I was there. There was a particular man called Mr. Vincent who was caught at Heathrow Airport and was charged to court in London for transporting hard drugs into London. Vincent called into synagogue to inform Fatai about the day he will appear in court. Okay? About the day he will appear in court. so that Fatai could do whatever he normally does to overturn the case to his own advantage. But Fatai was not in the office at the time Vincent called. At that particular time, I was the only person, excuse me, that attends to international phone calls. And I do receive messages on behalf of Fatai before Jimo joined the disciples' quarters. Therefore, after receiving Vincent's call, I assured him I didn't know what happened to Vincent. You understand? He only called and it sounded jittery. So I assured him that I will pass the information to Fatai immediately. Okay? Immediately he returned to the office. When Fatai came back, of course, I had to deliver all the messages I received in his absence, among others. As I made mention of Mr. Vincent, not knowing that Fatai has had what happened to Vincent, but I didn't know. As I made mention of Mr. Vincent, Fatai descended a very hot slap on my face that took me to another frequency. I was confused. I couldn't remember what I did wrong to deserve such unexpected reaction. Though we knew Fatai to be erratic, yes, he was erratic and eccentric. He can just do some things without you expecting. You understand? It's not that cool face that you usually see on Emmanuel TV. After everything might have calmed down, it will call such person and give you almost his eyes to pacify you. Well, I took it the way it came as disciples, but must not, as a disciple must not complain. But I wondered why he suddenly hated. You know, I was just thinking, why did he suddenly just hated Mr. Vincent? I thought this was a man who had done so much for Squan and Fatai. The first ever colored Ranxeros printing machine Fatai used in printing his first bulletin before he bought Ida badge was delivered to Squan by this man free of charge. In fact, I personally received the documents of them. He brought it from UK. You understand? The receipt, I received the receipts of the machine from Mr. Vincent on behalf of Fatai on arrival. In addition to all that, anytime he returned from his numerous traveling, he used to return with expensive clothes, perfume, other things, including huge sum of money for Fatai. Anyway, Bosse Black, who also know most of them, was kind enough to explain to me later that the man Vincent has been nabbed and was in jail, and he could be under security surveillance. So Fatai does not want UK police to trace his call down to Squan. But I didn't know. This is the part Fatai's wickedness. He always liked to cover his tracks. How did he know about the man's arrest? If not that some of the drug cartel had informed him. After Vincent's episode, many drug pushers were also arrested at the Nigeria airport. It's like the jazz just, something happened to the jazz he was giving them. So at they started being arrested at Nigeria airport, and it dawned on them that Fatai has been faking them and collecting their money under false pretense and deceit that he was, quote, praying for them. Therefore, they fingered Fatai as part of their racket. The NDLA, Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency swung into action after people started telling on Fatai as part of their racket, and they got Fatai arrested. When Fatai received information about his impending arrest, suddenly a private property of Fatai in the Marine Mountain caught fire. In that place, in a place surrounded by massive body of water, 7-story, as it was called, burned to ashes. When the soldiers that were sent to search through his Marine Mountain that fateful morning found nothing to pin on him, they arrested him. But since they believe he was not dealing directly in drugs, but was only offering spiritual support to those courier, he was eventually set free after being in detention for 9 days. Inside the prison, he frantically sent messages around those people in position of authority who had been at one time or the other benefited from his spiritual arrangement to solicit his bail out. So I said, an ordinary disciples or members of Squan, may not know in detail the reason Fatai was arrested at the time. He uses people's ignorance. Yes, he uses people's ignorance to appeal for sympathy. Yes. Sister Arisha said, I think Fatai had a super hot. Okay, you understand. Thank you very much. Jonathan, there are a lot of people coming in. Yes, I welcome you. Long time, where have you been? I've always been here. I need to ask you where you have been. Though if you press the notification button, anytime I am online, YouTube will alert you. Okay? YouTube will alert you. So, okay, Brapol is here. I thought maybe, oh my goodness, I thought you were not coming. So, thank you. Oh, sorry. No, wait. You mute.
Sorry. Okay. Is it good? I said my network here is somehow it's not all that fine. I had to move.
I have explained to people. So do you hear the part I read in my book?
Yes, I had it. It's a very familiar part. It's a familiar part.
Okay. So thank you. There are other ones, but I just want to, just to cut it off there. So let me give you, Brother Paul, chance.
Yeah.
I said, drug lord, late TB Joshua, the embodiment of crime.
Sure.
Can you say what you know concerning drug related, I also wrote about somebody named Vincent, and I know that you know Vincent. Tell us what you know. Tell us what you know.
Yeah, Sister B, God bless you. You've been doing a great work, trying to educate the people, trying to, let the people, open the people's eyes to actually let them know that not all that glitters are gold. The Bible says we should.
All that glitters are gold. There are a lot of panda in the market. Buy the glittering one. In the next 2 days, you see the turn black.
It will wear off.
It will wear off. Time is the enemy of life.
So that time, there's only one force that can reveal pretense and deception. One force can reveal pretense and deception. Patience and time. Patience and time can reveal. The only force that can reveal pretense and force is patience and time. You talked about Fatai TB Joshua, they call him, but we know him is Fatai. That's his name. Fatai, a lot of things he did. Talking about the drug issue with Vincent, we all know, everybody that is close to the inner circle of the disciple quarters knows that Fatai has close link with lots of drug dealers. That time in Okota, at God's side, all those boys there. Anybody who is conversant with the church, then you see those boys there. They are always in the church every time with their big cars. They were actually the people that pumped him money that he used in buying most of the properties he bought. It's these drug boys. Vincent, the Ezuku one of Ndiokodo. Maybe many people don't know him. He's a very he used to be a very popular guy. He's late now. In fact, before he died, he came to meet me. I saw him before he died. Vincent came to the church. He had HIV, according to what they say. He had HIV. The wife and the kids are in America, they're in US, but he was in UK. From UK, he came back. When he came back, he started a business at Allen, where he was selling bath tubes, jacuzzi, and a lot of sanitary, powerful one, gold-plated. He was worth billions. So Vincent, when he had HIV, he came. He believed that he would be healed there. So one of the times he came, he brought some money, 17 million per se. No 17 million as a 2001 or 2 that time. 17 million naira he carried in his car. So when he got there, one of the little disciples came and called me and said, Prophet, come see this man. I said, okay, let's go. Let me go and see him. I went there. I talked with him. He said, see what he brought. I told the boy, bring it. So he brought it. We went to strong room. So I entered and told Fatai that CEO Vincent came. He brought 17 million. Fatai shouted at me, why should I collect it? Why for what? I should go and return it. Why should I? What is 17 million? Can 17 million buy that land opposite us? That's the land Albert, at the back of Albert, where they are using today as their bakery and their shops. That then, the land was dead then. We were trying to buy the land. He said, can 17 million buy that land? It should go at that time. Stupid. Why would you collect such money from him? We are human beings. I felt so bad with him inside me. I don't know how to pretend. I walked out. When I walked out, I told the boy to go and return the money to him. He returned the money. I didn't go up to 2 poles when he called me back again. I came back. He said, because he noticed that I wasn't comfortable with the way he treated me. I thought I was doing good. I thought I was making money for the church. I thought I was bringing him for the church. So I didn't know that he will, you know how he behaves now. Sometimes he will do what will be good. He will land you one kind of slap. All those reverse psychology systems. He's perfect in that. He's an evil genius. He knows how to set fear. He knows how to create a kind of aura where people will be scared of him. So he knew I wasn't comfortable with that. I wasn't happy. He called me back. He said, look at you. How can somebody use common 17 million? Do I know what that guy worth? You're able guy. Do I know the kind of business he's doing that is giving him billions? Why should I? And he come to take only 17 million to come and I begin to shake. I said, no, I can't tell him to go. I just wanted you to know. He said, okay, I should let him go. I should not let him go. If he goes, oti wole wahala. Toba law. I said, I shouldn't let him go. I should go. I should just keep him down. I should carry him to penthouse, up, and show him that land, and tell him that is what the church want to buy. That this 70 million is nothing. I should talk to him. He says he's your townsman, Sibo man like you. Speak to him the way you understand. Let him bring that money they are making and come and put that we need to buy that land. It's not issue of 17 million. I was relieved a bit because I wanted to work. There we want to work. We want to work. It doesn't matter. Let's just give us go ahead to work. I moved. I went down. I called Vin. We entered into one part of the car park there. We sat down. I started talking to him. I talked and talked. He was just, he was happy self that I am trying to tell him what he will do to pacify the man of God, to collect money from him. Because already we have returned the money back to his boot. So I now took him up and climbed the 6-story building, the top, where we put tank. Another place we drop tank, the water tank for the church. So we climbed, got there. When I got there, it was right. I said, follow me. He followed me. I said, I want to show you something. Vin followed me then. We got there. I stood on top there and pointed to the land, that land at the back of Albert. I said, my brother, all this money you're bringing is not an issue to the church. If the church tell you how much they spent in a day, you won't believe it. This is what we want, this land. He said, how much is the land? I told him they say about 450 million. Those Lebanese. He said, okay, that we will talk. That is not an issue. That he just need to see the man of God so that we will talk and we know what next and how to go about it. When we finished, Vin asked me, he said, Prophet, he said, please, can you give me your account? What I'm telling you now is before me and God. It's God that will judge. He said, Prophet, can you give me your account number? I want to put something for you. The way you walk here, everybody see you. You are, in fact, an Igbo man walking like this. Nobody believed it. I said, my brother, if you can buy this land for the church, that's all I need from you. Forget about me. I'm comfortable. This is my home. This is my family. I don't need anybody to give money. that is the understanding. This is my family. He was shocked. He was shocked hearing an Igbo man talk that way. Vin was surprised. That was why when he learned I have left.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Brapa.
Yeah.
Even if Brapa wanted to collect it, fear will not allow him. Because in the disciples' meeting, Fatai will be cursing anybody who collects money from his customers.
That's right.
He see those people as customers.
They are customers,
so
yes.
he usually places a curse. Yes. That if you are dragging my customers with me.
With him. If you collect money from the people that came to him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I knew very well. And besides, we have gotten to, for 10 years, one have been there. We have gotten used to the system. We don't remember home. We don't think about home. So that language was a normal thing to us. We don't need your money. This is what we need, the church. So I told him, he said no. That was when I left, the man came back and learned that I've left. He started looking for me until he found me. I saw Vin until even a few weeks before he died. So Vin, after I talked to Vin, I told him, forget about account. This is what you will do. He said, okay, you have agreed. Let's go. He want to talk with man of God. I brought him down. He opened the boot. I carried 17 million. Called the boy. He carried it. Took it to Mr. Adebayo in a strong room. They kept it there. And I told him, he said, hey, Otide, Agomo Otide, Odabe. I should bring him in. That was how I took Vincent in. So I thought that when Vincent will be coming again, I will be involved. Sister B, no more. I see Vincent at a distance. Once he's coming on the road, he will tell the disciple will go and wait for him at the gate. The disciple will carry him, pass through the first door of the church, climb the gallery, pass down there, pass through in, and take him into the presidential lodge. And I was full of myself. To what am I looking for him for? I don't need to look for him for anything. I was happy that he has entered. That is, it was a trap. Oh, I'm happy he has entered a trap to bring the money out. So I never saw him again. He kept coming to the church, but there was nothing that brought us together again. The job has passed my hand and has gone into Adebayo and those who can milk the money out from him. That was how Vin. Later, I learned that Vin, everybody there has his own work. Once it passes your level, you cannot know what's happening again, unless through hearsay. At a point, Vin went back again to London, and we learned, through grapevine, we learned that he has been caught there. And Fatai was avoiding his call. Fatai wasn't picking his call. Yeah, I know quite okay, because there was a time he called and said they should call me because he knows me. I went, I picked the phone. He was telling me he wanted to talk to Papa. There are some things he wanted to discuss with him. I said, okay. But when I went to him and told him, he said, I shouldn't mind that stupid man. I shouldn't mind him. That's how they do. That when they go and put themselves in trouble, they'll be looking for Papa, they will call. I shouldn't just mind him. Immediately he made that comment, I ran away. Any day they say he's calling me. Yeah.
Rapper, concerning what you said,
I'm hearing you.
that they shield, concerning what you said that they shield you out.
Yeah.
Concerning what you said that they shield you out. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying something here. Maybe you can see it, I don't know, but I just want to read something. I said in the synagogue, TB Joshua is the only source of information, and he is not exactly known for honesty. Fatai's truth needs to be guarded by battalions of liars. It is only
You're right.
what the synagogue, it is only what the synagogue projects before people to see that anyone can see, or
get more people to see
information given out at every point in time to people to hear is the only information people can hear, nothing more. You cannot know the whole truth of what goes on behind the curtain.
Can't.
Inside the synagogue.
Exactly. You can't. Even if you're walking there, even as a disciple, even as a prophet, you can't know anything.
Even the closest. If Fatai has 10 secrets, he shares it among 10 people.
10 people, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Without
knowing each other.
Have more edge against him. Things are done in secret and under suspicious because no one is trusted to him. This is why I feel sorry for many local and foreign visitors to the synagogue who thinks it must be real. It can never, it is not real.
You don't understand.
Yeah. So I wrote something concerning what you just said. That if if they call you in, if they brief you concerning certain issue, you understand? They will somehow they will debrief you and say, okay, don't worry again. So next time they are having meeting again, you will not be called. It's another person that will be called. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Sister
so
Virginia,
that,
you're welcome. Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead.
So the thing really, it baffled me. But do you know the sad story about it? All the whole money he collected from Vincent, all the whole money. Vincent told me that he spent over 500 million naira for Fatai. There was a house he said Fatai bought. I don't know where he said he bought in Victoria Land or somewhere. He said he paid for it. So much, he said, he was telling me this when I left. He said he spent so much money, but that what is spending him most is that Fatai never healed him of the HIV. It was all pranks. It was all fraud. Fatai never healed him of HIV. He went and really had the real HIV.
If you
and
see Nigerians, it is
what killed Vin? Listen to me. What killed Vin? What killed Vin? What killed Vin was the same HIV. It was HIV that still killed Vin. So people don't understand. In a place where you are, you see anywhere you are that things are not open, that you don't understand how things are being run. Be careful, watch well. Be very, very careful. Look deeper. You can't imagine. The only reason why he said I should return the money was because the money wasn't big enough. He have sized Vin I don't know whether sometimes whether he goes online, whether he has people who do that for him. Before you come, they will size you. They will know what you want. They will know your worth. You know what? You understand? We know that is they are not during service when they pack their vehicles, pack. You see where he will send those little disciples and give them a written note. Man of God want to see you. They will go and put it in the windscreen. Put it in the windscreen. Put it in the windscreen. Man of God want to see you. Man of God want to see you.
Bosse
Black. God bless you, Bosse Black. God bless you. God bless you. They'll send Bosse Black with all those. You go when they carry out your wiper, they'll fix it there. The man of God want to see you, and when they say man of God want to see you, it's a thing of joy. It's a great thing. So you find out that these people, you'll be shocked. He will dig deep, look for people who know them, try to find out their worth, find out the assets they have, find out the companies they have, find out all they have. Once he discover you have money, when you are coming to see him, he will send one disciple for you. You will know that he will put you together with that disciple. That disciple will immediately are coming down from motor. The disciple takes you straight to Presidential Lodge, from there to his office. But if anything happens and you are falling from glory, the money is not there again. You will wait at car park for the next. You will come there for 1 week. They say man of God is busy, and he will be there laughing, making jokes, cracking. We will be there laughing, making. Well, you understand now. Man of God is busy, and we have spent more than 3 hours talking rubbish and laughing and shouting and clapping, and he will be making jests and everything for 3, 4, 5 hours. And people are outside waiting. The same man of God is busy a whole day. He doesn't spend up to 2 hours working. The rest is just talking, gossiping, making jest of people. It's terrible. It's terrible. When people are talking about drug, when the NDLA came to come and search, those guys, they had informations. But they weren't in time. They had informations. There was information. V in them. Oh, that is Vincent. Everybody know him. He was purely a drug man then. And those their group that used to come then with those big cars. Those group that nobody talks to them. If you stop them and talk to them, they will call you. You will come to panel and give an answer query. Why did you talk to them? What did you discuss with them? They are being guided like gold. So when they are coming, every disciple will run away, will hide, so that they will not greet you. Because when they greet you and you greet them back, you are coming to panel to answer query. Why? What were you talking with so person? Why were you with so person? Just greeting, I'm talking about just a minute greeting.
Rapport.
Yeah.
Rapport. Okay, please,
it's painful. It's painful.
Let's quickly listen to something.
Okay.
Let's quickly listen to something.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody that just called me. I don't know this person, proud time, and we were just talking. So among other things that the man said to me, that's why, some people think, oh, Bisola, you're no more talking about Fatai, you have nothing else to talk about. There are still lots. There are still lots to talk about. It's just that we are just busy somewhere else, So let me play this one.
Yes.
Let me just play this one for you.
Okota,
So that you will hear. Somebody who doesn't know that I wrote this in my book or this.
I did my master's in University of Ibadan, but I was living in Okota.
Okay.
So in that Okota, Igbo people are plenty in that Okota.
I know.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
I've lived in Okota before.
I'm still most of them, they do all kind of business, most especially white one. This one where they carry the white.
Okay. Yeah. There's one guy, sorry sir. There's one guy, Mr. Vincent. He was also living in Okota. And he was there was a time that I was praying for those people.
That's what I want to tell you now. That's what I want to tell you now.
Okay.
That one of the men came, he said that time Fatai has the area, is a swampy place that he does his church that time. You know. So they will go and meet Fatai. Fatai will pray for them to carry the thing and travel. When they come back, they will bring money for Fatai. Percentage of what they sell. And Fatai will be shouting, if you don't give a correct percentage, you will have problem. You know. So the guy now, each time they come, they will go and surrender to Fatai. You know, Fatai was just using their psyche. You understand now? So the guy now went for one trip, they arrested him. He served for like 12 years there. When he came back,
This is another person entirely, not Vincent. This is another person that they arrested. You remember in my book, I said there was a time they started arresting them. That was when they begin to point Fatai out. And the man said, Fatai usually threatened them. I didn't hear that part, but he knows. And his friend told him that Fatai usually tell them that if they don't bring what they're supposed to bring, so as their you know, their chairman, that they will arrest them. You understand? He started threatening them.
he was looking for Fatai. You know. So he now said this Fatai that misled him, that will do prayers for 5 days and say he can proceed with the cocaine. That he was the one that misled him, you know. So I wasn't surprised when drug law came and arrested him one time. It was because he was saying they are trying to tarnish his image. Long before he was arrested, he was giving them spiritual cover.
Don't mind them.
Killing, supposedly, spiritual cover. He was the one. You know, one of my friends that worked with drug law was among the people that arrested him. Now they came and busted him and carried him from his ministry there. He was begging them, offering them all kind of money.
Do you know that before the NDLA came, there is a particular house inside that place. That house caught fire. I'm sure that is where he keeps all those things. Maybe he got the wind that they will come for him.
Somebody was arrested as the name was mentioned. That was why they came for him. You know. So he was begging them, offering them money. So they didn't believe it was even TV Joshua. They say, is it the same TV Joshua we see on TV that do all kind of healing and miracle and charity work? You know. There's the day, Bisola, there's the day somebody called me in Lekki here that TV Joshua is coming to Lekki. Ask me what he was coming to do.
What was he coming?
We will talk about that one another time. Sorry, we will talk.
Oh my God.
We will talk about that one another time so that we will not jam all of them together. So today what we are talking about is that Leti B. Joshua was an embodiment of crime. Many of you don't know, to the extent that the NEPA box, there is a NEPA box in Squan. You know this NEPA box now? Fatai make sure that some people that are working in energy office, NEPA office.
Yeah, in the electrical office.
Yes, they came to tamper with that box and reduce the energy.
So the meter was not reading again. Yes.
The meter stopped reading. So that at the end of the month,
yes,
he will not pay what he used. What the old squan
yes.
used. If the old squan can be paying maybe 50,000, what is 50,000? What they have used might have gone to maybe ₦1 million. You understand?
₦1 million plus. Yes. and
You understand?
bakery, electrical section, welding section that consumes like anything.
Yes. So you can imagine if if they now tamper with what belongs to the nation. This is the person they gave
What a loss.
national award to. You understand?
I'm telling you.
Using religion to cover up, and some people will be coming to say what they don't know. I wonder how human being can give credence to another human being. It's really terrible.
It's terrible.
So
terrible.
yeah, that's just it. You said we should be. Brother Paul came in 30 minutes. Okay, the internet is telling us to leave. Thank God we didn't go ahead and play the whole message. So another time, I want to appreciate you, Brother Paul. Please, 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 let us help Paul's channel to be 1,000. Your Brother Paul's channel. What's your channel's name?
I got more Paul.
Okay, let me write it for people. I got more Paul. Please go to his YouTube channel. Help us, please help us to subscribe. Okay, if the name is not to just subscribe. We want to make it 1,000. I don't know why the thing just stuck at 800 and something. So even Brapor too, you are not making broadcast. Yes, make broadcast. I know you are busy. Yes, but and also you complain of your phone, that your phone has issues. Yes, that's it. And also don't forget, Brother Paul has written like over 10 books. Tell us all the books you wrote. Tell us.
I've written the blueprint. The blueprint.
Sister Ujina subscribe. Thank you. Please tell others. Let's help him so that the channel will make 1,000, please. Oh yeah, go ahead. The blueprints.
The blueprint, demystifying TB Joshua. I've written why I left the synagogue.
Fantastic.
I have written the discipleship order of TB Joshua.
Yes.
I have written witchcraft in the church. I have written indoctrination strategies of religious cults. A lot of them. They're over 15 books.
Thank you. If you just go on Amazon, just type Agomo Paul. His books, all his books will pop up. Yes, Sister Eugenia, I want to appreciate you for being here. Sister Tolu, thank you very much. Chizobam, you are welcome. Thank you. Izian, thank you very much for being here. I want to appreciate you, Brother Bungani. Thank you very much. Yeshua Amashiach. Thank you. Sister Elia, how are you? Thank you. Erisha, I know you know Fatai as we know him. Yes. Jonathan, thank you very much for being here. Thank you. And every other person. There are a lot of people online, but only few people are commenting. So I believe that those who are not commenting, many of them are internet rats. Many of them, they just came to spy. Because I wonder why you should be somewhere
To spy.
and you cannot comment. Why?
And you won't say anything, you won't contribute.
Anywhere I go, I make my presence felt. You come to this earth, make your presence felt. It's because you refuse to make your presence felt. That's why people like this guy, Fatai, is all over the place.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everybody should make their presence felt. They Google your name, you are doing something. If you don't stand on something, you fall for anything. Okay? So
everything.
Don't just say, instead, don't even bother to come. Don't bother to come. You know us. We are not looking for crowd. We are not looking for foreign follower. We are not looking for fans. We
At
that
all.
are here understand ourselves. We are brethren. We are people of God, children of God. We are brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Till we come to see one another again. Be blessed. We have always said, if you go to...
Hello, Ebusiafo. So, Percy Fitas Racho Dofo de, and then I found Kodom unique laser whitening. Unique laser whitening, our toothpaste from Kwam. So, what did you choose? And ma was seen a fita. Na eye fita no so no. Na eji and carboni beer wenu mubia. Any tea stains, coffee stains, smoking stains beer wenu mubia. Unique laser whitening product. Ebe yini free swama kama. De ohiane se ubetu so. Na udi egu o brush no so. Uwia na udi twitwi wo sine so nyina kama. Uwia enwuru enum gen wenum sa. Into contact Unique Laser Whitening. Ewa 079-9979-2330. 079-9979-2330. Unique Laser Whitening. Or say Muni Seso.
Mpenifo se bibiro wi asenti ne da ne atopno na ne pabone fonti e wo se wo bambo hu hia na ne papa mu de Pro Technologies ana me kan fama wo ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton esa install CCTV cameras in the South Ghana and NASA brochure na ufi Ghana. Now peso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and Ninsawaso. We get CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and intercom, and satellite TV, home theater, so upebiato, and awato, and pese be install them out. Pro Technologies and our software. Na shenenso. Say fidie nyina from America brochimem and this and papa na padia men nwene ho na ne bo anso da form make sure you know the web brochimem ha any a branch e wo Ghana ye ni mo bra wo bre into sika fire nsem se fanya japade ma wo Ghana wo da na ne tenese ye san general construction so web brochire na peso si fi o Ghana e dan plan bi o peso si se wa sha se dada ana afi na peso si plan bia ye besiama eno achi so here solar power ana bamba ho nsensem bi ade woni ye ni nsawoso ne sanso ye smart home abefo video bi apese hye e wo fie ana watwuma mo de ma wo woni ye ni nsawoso we are just a call away ne sanso wadan de ma han ana ofre brochira bedu Ghana na wo pe full house room ana apartment ahan for short term ana long term ye be ma obiane border form na bamba ho nsem de menwene ho enna ye interior decoration so wasi fie na wie ana yasu fie na ma no yes sign decoration ye besiesie fie ana office o e de ama no edi so to mfidie bi na wo hokwa fa so install ana ne settings ye beye e de ama e wo Ghana ubehu yen wo mira Fraudulent e de wani a che dodowa ubehu ye e wo ahie ye ne Emalin pharmacy e na wo the same building for information or WhatsApp 401-7570-300 and a +401-6992-254. Pro Technologies. We have the solutions for your security and home entertainment needs at affordable prices.